Okay, guys, one of the another key component in this section is develop a strong password policy. It is very essential. It's very important. I have seen many people they're using very common password. For example, ABC at 123, admin at 123, admin. They are using some of the network devices as factory default username and password. Believe me, I was in a one of the coffee shop and I checked the, for example, the gateway. When I checked the gateway and I found that that guy or that company were using the default username and password. Most of the username, we can say most of the default username and password is admin and admin. So that is not secure. Point should be noted, that's not secure. So our first suggestion would be to change any device when you purchase to different username and password. It's very important as well. Okay, let's see what is in here. Generally speaking, two-factor authentication method is very important. Or we can say MFA, multi-factor authentication. Guys, nowadays, almost every platform, every device does come with the multi-factor authentication. It is very essential as well. And my suggestion is all the time, when you go any places or when someone is need idea and suggestion, you always try to prefer them through two-factor authentication, which require two types of evidence that you are who you claim to be. It's very important. For example, if your email address is correct, then they will send you an email, they will send you a text to your phone number. So now they want to confirm that you are the right person to access this email address. If you receive a text to your phone and type the same code, you're able to access your email and so on. That is a good way to, we can say, use or safer than using just a static password for authentication. I've seen many people they using single password like probably more than 6 to 7 years, or we can say at least for 1 year they are using very basic password. I notice nowadays it is very common. I read an article. One of the researchers he found that almost we can say 55% of those who are using, for example, uh, like Visa card, any card, debit card or credit card, they are using their date of birth number, for example, 4 digits, right? So 55 to 60% of people are using their date of birth. So that is common. If the hacker knows your date of birth, they can use your credit card, they can use your debit card. So what is the point, right? So that is why try to avoid using basic terminology behind this kind of activity, and it is very important that we have to train our employee as well to make sure to use at least two-factor authentication if the company is not effort to, like for example, purchase third-party application or their system is not up to date or they are using the old mechanism. The last but not least is we have to provide and we have to let them know to they need to use the strongest password. At least we have to say it should be very complex and at least it should be 10 character and so on. One of the another thing that I found that while I was preparing myself for CICSP, I read an article that we can Pinterest people who are trying to get inside the bank to see if there's any vulnerability or if there's any issue. They found that most of the non-technical people they write their password on a piece of paper or sticky paper and they put it under the table or they put it right in front of their, for example, on the monitor, stick on the monitor and so on. So that is also not safe and we have to train our employees to not do this kind of stuff. Okay, guys, I hope this information was very helpful. On the next lecture, we're gonna discuss about what makes your Wi-Fi or wireless devices more secure. See you guys there.